And as dark clouds hover over the White House, even the left-leaning Guardian newspaper has called time on the current president with an opinion piece by Timothy Garton-Ash headlined, "Unless Joe Biden stands aside, the world must prepare for President Trump 2.0. So are the left deserting him, or does he still have a chance of running for the White House in 2024? Let's speak to top political commentator and the woman known as America's psychotherapist, Dr. Carole Lieberman. Dr. Carole, great to have you on the show. Has the left given up on Joe Biden?
Well, there are actually poll numbers that are very confusing. Because on the one hand, yes, there are people who realize that day by day he's becoming more and more demented. I mean, you know that I said from the very beginning when he was running for president from his basement that he had encroaching dementia, and anybody now can tell that it has been encroaching way too far already. He has passed his sell-by date, past his expiration date. I think he needs to get out of the office either by impeachment or the 25th Amendment or by retirement, which of course he would never do. But on the one hand, there are those people, there are polls that say that people realize that he has some kind of cognitive problem. But at the same time, there are polls that show that people are going to vote for him. So it's because they don't feel like they have anybody else. And it's really that those people who would be voting for him are really voting against the Republicans.
Yes, I mean, I've been watching quite a lot of CNN and CNBC. They started to be openly critical of Joe Biden, which was not the case a year or two ago. And even the ultra-woke left-wing late-night US talk show hosts are joking about his health too.
Well, yes. I mean, you know, it's just so evident these days. There isn't a day that goes by that he doesn't do something, either forget something important or trip going up or down the plane or, you know, can't find his way unless he has the Easter bunny again to help him get to where he's supposed to go after he makes his talk. But the thing is, as much as there are people who recognize his problems and realize that we shouldn't really have him as president any longer, there is also on the other side, there is Obama, who does want him to remain as president. And of course, Obama has a lot of power in the Democratic Party. And he wants to keep Biden because he knows that Biden isn't all there. And that makes it a lot easier for Obama to control him, to be the puppet master.
You are the most high-profile psychotherapist in the United States. You are known as America's psychotherapist. This is an appalling duty of care on Joe Biden, isn't it? This is cruel for the Democratic Party to let this man still be president. It's unfair on Joe Biden.
Yes, it is, although it's hard to have much sympathy for him. He is running this country into the ground. Of course, Trump says, make America great again. Biden is running on make America woke again or make America broke again. Not that America was completely broke or certainly not completely woke before, but he is just doing one thing out. He's spending money like a drunken sailor. He is the fact that he is, through Hunter Biden, through his son, he is compromised because he feels beholden to certain countries like China or like Ukraine because he doesn't want them telling the world the truth about how he's been paid millions, if not billions. And so he does their bidding. That's why he keeps throwing more and more money to Ukraine. That's one of the main reasons, really. And China also. That's why he gives in to China in a lot of different ways. So he is compromising the security of America. He's letting countless, like you were talking about before, letting countless people in America cross the border, migrants, and putting them up in wherever, and really destroying city upon city, especially New York. I mean, it's just horrible for kids who are going to school and now have a whole influx of migrant kids who many of them don't speak English. I mean, it ruins their education. Money, of course. There isn't enough money to take care of all these people. So one thing after another. And then, recently on 9/11, he's the first president who didn't commemorate 9/11 at one of the sites of the 9/11 attack, either Ground Zero in New York or the field in Pennsylvania or the Pentagon. He was in Alaska. So he did a lot of other things to try to, he keeps doing things to try to make us forget 9/11. So it is just one tragedy, really, after another every day.
Carole, I understand that Melania Trump is renegotiating her prenuptial agreement with Donald Trump. What does this tell us about the state of their relationship, do you think?
We both read the Daily Mail, I guess. I don't know if it's true. I mean, we don't even know renegotiating it in what way. I mean, the article said that she wants to make sure that her son has enough money, if they get divorced, or if Donald is put in prison or whatever. I mean, that's a reasonable thing for a mother to do if that's what it's about. But it's hard to believe. There are so many things that come out about the Trumps that really aren't, or that are exaggerated in any case.
Yes, I mean, you're an expert on body language as well. Do you think that they're in a solid marriage?
I think that they are. I mean, she has, there have been so many ups and downs, and I think that they are. I think, I'm sure he is not the easiest person to live with, but I do think that there is a lot of affection between the two of them. I think also that she wouldn't want to get divorced no matter who she was married to, because she really cares about raising her son and about keeping an intact marriage for her son.
Well, I think it's impressive that Melania did not divorce Donald Trump after he ceased to be president. I think that was her escape route. She didn't take it, Carole, which suggests that the two are rather happy together. Good luck to them. Can Donald Trump, Carole, survive all of these legal challenges, do you think?
Oh, that's the $64,000 question. I certainly hope so, because a lot of them are trumped up charges, and the judges or the DAs, the people involved in the cases, are so unfair because, we know from their history that they have given money to the Democrats. They should really be recusing themselves because of their past, of their obvious leanings against Trump and for the Democrats.
Carole, great to have you back on the show. Always a fascinating conversation. Carole is America's psychotherapist. Check out her brilliant website, drcarole.com.